Who?
Due to the circumstances, the interviewees had to be pulled out of their original times, as it is very hard to charge a 21st century camera in an 18th century society. They also needed to be accustomed to modern times, hence the lack of traditional clothing.
Boom, 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 boom. Hello and welcome to TTN News, Time Traveling News. I am Randy Parker. Today we will be covering three of the major events of the time period of 1780 to 1790 AD. This is the time when the country is going through the problems of a new country. When we talk about the end of the Revolutionary War, we will be interviewing Benjamin Franklin about his life and his thoughts on the turnout of the war. After this interview, we will talk about the Constitution being established. We will then talk to George Washington about his life and election as the first president of the USA. Our newsman, Hippie, has been traveling through the time periods that ended the Revolutionary War. He is now live on September 4th, 1783, the day after the war officially ended. To you, Hippie.
Thanks, Randy. And it's Nacho, not a hippie. Hey, look, a horse and buggy. Wow. I am now in a building close to where the Treaty of Paris was signed yesterday. Hey, another buggy. It has been thrilling. When General Cornwallis of the British Army surrendered 2 years ago, there was still some fighting in the areas. The peace talks started in April of last year, 1782. John Adams, John Jay, and Benjamin Franklin were the U.S. representatives. A wealthy merchant was all representative for the British. And now here in Paris, sorry, I'm bad with French, the treaty has been signed. And I will soon be interviewing Mr. Franklin when I get away from this ugly building. It smells like overpriced gasoline. I mean, overpriced horse and buggy manure.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Franklin.
Hello. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you. And I'll ask the questions.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Now that we're on the same page, let me ask you a couple of questions of my own. You are an inventor, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Okay, the British accent thing for me is not working. I'm going to stop that. No, don't stop that. Don't stop that. I'm going to keep going. There's a limited amount of time Mr. Franklin can be here. What have you invented?
Where? I invented electricity!
What a wonder.
Okay. Let's try to keep it quiet, or the neighbors might be disturbed. Anything else?
Let's see. The glass harmonica, bifocals, the lightning rod, and the Franklin stove.
Okay, a harmonica, glasses, a stick, and an easy bake oven. Okay. Did you ever write the Declaration of Independence?
No, you idiot! I secured the French alliance so those frogs could help us win!
Shh, the neighbors!
I don't care about your blooming neighbors!
You better, because those neighbors will kill you. Oh yes, of course. Were you ever president?
Yes, I was the president of the Supreme Executive Council of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea what the skadoosh you just said. So, it's back to you, Randy.
Oh. Thank you, Logan. That was very interesting. I have just received a... I've just had a report come in from one of our sources in the 1780s concerning the Constitution. On December 7th, 1787, the last state needed to put the Constitution into effect ratified it. New Hampshire is the ninth state that ratified the Constitution. However, our source reports that there is doubt on if the Constitution will be accepted unless Virginia and New York ratify it.
Here.
Oh. But many important people who were speaking out against it back then were unable to get interviews with any of them, however. A lot of non-supporters say it needs a Bill of Rights. Oh, well, thank you, Michael. Wow. The same source on February 4th, 1789 is telling us that the states of Virginia and New York finally ratified the Constitution. They've took long enough. In the last year, George Washington has been elected the first president of the United States of America, and he will be interviewed by our newsman, Michael. To you, Michael. Oh.
Good.
Thanks, Randman. I'm here with the most entertaining president I've ever spoken with. Nixon was a jerk. If you remember last episode.
Oh! My one teeth! My dog! Super one teeth!
Mr. Washington?
Yes. I'm sorry. What are we doing?
I ask a question, you answer. Okay, what was it?